go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
My name's Johnny.
We are tonight's entertainment.
Alright, now call me the Joker. More like Casanova. Cause when I'm on the mic, it's over.
All it takes is a little punch.
Why so serious?
Kick.
Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby.
Kick.
Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby.
Kick.
Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby.
Okay, so this is how it sits now. I'm still in the process of putting this out so I could put it on my engine mount. But when I bought it, I thought it came with the bolts to connect it with the tranny, and the bolts I had lying around just either aren't long enough or I don't have enough. See, I'm missing one right there. I'm gonna have to go to the hardware store and see if I can find some bolts that I can get to use for this. But right now as it sits, this is how I have it. I took off the AC and power steering and a couple of extra components that was in the way. Some brackets here in the front, just so I can get everything out of the way, because the next step I want to do is power wash this, get some degreaser, degrease the engine, power wash it, clean it up a little bit. I want to get into the internals and replace everything, but right now I'm just trying to get it into the car, get it running so I could use it for now, because I need the backup vehicle at the moment. But I am going to make a video of me breaking this engine down from scratch and replacing all the internals as well. And I'm going to try to save. Right now I'm in the process of trying to save this, so that way I don't have to buy a new one. From what I'm seeing, it looks mostly like surface rust. I could more than likely just clean this up and reuse it. I don't need no pitting or anything. There's some rust right here along the edges where the welds are, but again, that could just be surface rust. We'll see when I actually get it on the engine and running and see if there's any leaks or anything like that. This right here is the worst of it, because there's actually pitting, as you can see back there. Going on right now, I'm trying to grind it clean so that way I can get most of this rust off of it. I'm gonna end up using this as well for now, and I'm gonna weld this. I'm gonna weld this piece to it right around here, so that way I can just make my own exhaust and extend it to the back until I can purchase a complete exhaust system for it once I get it up and running. Once I get it up and running, then I'll know it's time to do the exhaust, but I'll save that for last because that's not, important right now. Right now I need to clean this engine up, make it look pretty, so that way I can slap it in the engine bay. As you've seen in the time lapse, I took this out, I cleaned this. This was rusty as hell too. I cleaned it up, sprayed it, and I know you can tell in the time lapse that there's chunks of it missing. There's chunks of it missing from it just sitting and moving it around to the storage and all kinds of places like that. But I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'll end up buying another one of these eventually anyways. I'm gonna try to grind this though, so that way it's not sharp and it doesn't mess up the belt as it's rotating. I don't want it to cut the belt and break it. But it definitely needs some degreasing and some fucking power washing. I am gonna change out all the gaskets on it. I got a gasket kit, so I'm gonna end up changing obviously the oil. I'm gonna change the oil pan gasket. I'm gonna change the head gasket. I'm gonna change the valve cover gasket, all the gaskets for the spark plugs and everything. I believe I even got some new ones of these, so these will get all changed out. I need to find a valve cover gasket, a valve cover cap, so that way I can cover this hole, because when I got the engine, this was missing. I bought this engine used. They pulled it out of the vehicle for me. So it's been a while since I've had this vehicle, or I even tried to work on this engine. I've had this engine since like mid 2016, so it's been sitting for a while. It still rotates. I've rotated it out. You can feel the pistons going up and down smoothly. What else? Transmission seems to be fine as well. When this motor was pulled out of the car, it was running. So hopefully all the internals are still good when I change out the gaskets and replace the oil and put everything back together. Hopefully everything is up to par. So yeah, this is how it's sitting right now. Right now I'm going to continue trying to clean that exhaust So I'll do a nice little quick time lapse so that way you could just see me doing it, and I don't cut to it finished. Some people like watching the process. I know when I watch YouTube videos, even if it's something simple like that, I like just watching them do it just to pass the time. So I'm just gonna throw in a time lapse of me doing that and cleaning these these headers and part of the exhaust. I'm gonna check my gasket kit and see if the gasket kit that comes with it has a new header gasket, because if it does, then I'll just pull this off and then clean that back there as well. And if it has that, I'll just pull it off, and then I'll have more footage to do, because then if I can get that off, then I'll just degrease the engine, clean the engine up, and then paint it. A simple paint job just for the time being. That'd be great, because obviously if it comes with that gasket, then it'll come with this gasket, and I could just repaint that, repaint the block, clean this up a little better, make it look nice. So okay, I'm gonna do a time lapse, and I'll pick it up afterwards. Alright, so I just decided to clean this up as good as I can, and now I'm going to try and weld this piece in place. Weld this piece in place, get this portion of it done, so that way I don't have to worry about it later. And get started on the rest of this process. I by no means have the best welder in the world, so it's gonna come out looking kind of jank. Maybe one day I'll be able to get an actual good gas welder, but as of right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and weld all the way around and maybe clean it up afterwards with a wire wheel and grinder. So let's see. this thing look pretty. I'm trying to get it working. So I'm gonna weld up a little spot I see that has a little hole in it. Wow, ouch, that's hot. Ow. Ooh. Let's not touch it right after you weld. Mental note. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple more spot welds and then I'm gonna clean it up. I was gonna spot weld this, but I'm putting a light to it to see if there's any light seeping through, and I see nothing. So there's no light seeping through. Oh, wait a minute. Oh Christ. If it's not one thing, it's another. Check this out. Look at that. Guess I'm gonna have to weld that up. But besides that, what I did is fine. So let me fucking weld this shit up right here real quick. I had to cake the living shit out of this because the metal was weak there for some reason. Well, apparently the rust, but once I started welding, it started eating up the exhaust, so I had to cake it up, keep spreading it. I had to bridge a big gap right there, but now I'll put a light to it. And now you can't see anything. Nothing at all. Nothing around my welds. Nothing. That's a good sign. So, before I end this video, I had taken off the clutch and flywheel. As you can see, is nasty. This is one side of it. Now it's like this side. Look at that. Bad. And this just has some animal must have been living in this engine before. But before I go, I got a new clutch. And pressure plate and flywheel. This kit comes with all the goodies to replace inside of the engine bay or the transmission. The blowout bearing. And all that's gonna get changed out. Oh, it even comes with, yeah, that's like gold. Center of the clutch. Yes, sir. That'll be the next video. And I got this from Clutch Max. It's the first time I use that brand, but I really don't care whether it's cheap or whatever, because like I said, I just want to get this engine running. So that's going to be it for this one, and on to the next.